He is on borrowed time. Such a long line, still dragging up. Was that Jack Bauer now riding on the front of the peloton?
It is Jack Bauer, and I'm like you. I couldn't believe I was looking at the image of Jack Bauer.
I knew it was, and I still questioned it. He's been in the break all day, but look what he's able to do for Gianluca Brambilla. So quick step floors leading through that corner. This is effectively the start of the climb. This is where the drag starts before it really kicks. Richie Porte through there in about 10th wheel. The Skyriders with her now. Esteban Chaves, Rowan Dennis there. He is ready to do his job for Richie Porte. And we're only a matter of 20 or 30 seconds, I think, from the first big explosion.
Bauer has cracked, but that looks like Brambilla on the front here for a quick step, which I think is a bit early if he's planning on something special. He's in the perfect position. Watch out for the lead-out men from the men in black here to bring up Ainao, Sergio. As they start the move now, Oliver's still trying to keep control of this. I expect to see both Simon Gerrans and Chaves go for it. Still on man who holds second place. He's jumping around riders who are dropped, but he's injured and he's paid the price, and that's very sad to see. Gorka Izagira is not going to finish in the top three in this race as the pressure stays on at the front. Gerrans has taken control. Chaves is switching wheels now. He's seen the train come through from Team Sky as Kenny Ellison takes up the running for them.
Oh, Kelly and Asonda, the little Frenchman, 50-kilo ringing wet, a pure climber.
If he turns sideways, we'd lose him.
He's been told to go as hard as he can in his wheel. Sebastian are now, so they're winding up the pace, trying to put everybody in the red to prepare for the attack of Sergio now, who's now in the wheel of Richie Porte. Chaves in third, Porte in fourth wheel in the ochre jersey. Sergio now in his wheel, and from Dimension Data, number 52 is Nathan Haas, holding fifth overall at the moment and trying to stay in contact. And look at them falling apart at the back now as the road kicks up.
Absolute chaos. Even Gerrans has gone this time around now. This is a battle between Porte, Chaves and Sergio Ainao, and I think that's what Richie expected. They are third, fourth and fifth in the line here.
Nathan Haas losing the wheel, giving a sling through to the quick step floors rider. That looks to me like Dries Devenens. Behind him, Domenico Pozzovivo, one of the riders from Bora, Jay McCarthy.
I have to marvel at Ellison because he wasn't in this race 9 days ago. He got a phone call to get out of training with Chris Froome in Queensland and get down to the start line because one of their riders on Sky had appendicitis, and now he's setting the pace up here, hopefully for Ainao.
Well, he said riding Tour Down Under will probably be easier than training with Froome. That was not an easy moment, but his work is done. Sebastian and now it's the Colombian Armada coming through. There goes Haas. He is being dropped. Goodbye to GC for him. Devenens goes out the back as well. Esteban Chaves in second wheel. Richie Porte behind him. Sergio Ainao in fifth wheel. Pozzovivo, Jay McCarthy still there. And he's now moved on to the podium virtually because Izaguirre is gone.
Could be one up on last year if that's the way it's going to be. This is Sebastian Ainao who's setting the pace. Chaves is waiting in second place. He would love to show them how well he really can climb. Third and second in 2 Grand Tours last year.
Rafael Valls from the Belgian Lotto team, the Spaniard at the back, and a definite split there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sebastian are now causing the damage. Chaves, Porte, and now Pozzovivo, Jay McCarthy, Rafael Valls. The winner of this stage will come for this group. Michael Woods, the Canadian from Cannondale in the background, trying to cross that gap as he now on the front starts to look around. He sees the damage, but he's looking around as if to say, somebody attack. I'm done.
Looks like Michael Woods trying to reach them, but I'm not sure he can get across this gap here. These guys are giving it everything, and still Porte sits there watching, waiting. They've got to get him and they've got to gap him, otherwise he will win this race tomorrow in Adelaide, something he's never done. But let's not forget, Porte has never been beaten up this climb for 3 years. Let's see how he goes now as they're tempting the riders to come out. Sebastian Ainao breaks clear.
And it's almost as if Chaves is daring them to attack. He let the wheel go. Sergio Ainao crossed wheels.
That was Jay. Well, it wasn't. It was Jay McCarthy.
Yeah,
there.
Jay McCarthy's clipped out. Ainao was looking across. He clipped the wheel, and in turn, Jay McCarthy clipped him. And when you're at that sort of heart rate and the pace is going up, because look who's going at the front. Richie Porte is on the pedals.
Well, meanwhile, like it was last Wednesday on Paracombe, he's going to try and ride them off about 1 kilometre or slightly more in this case. But he's been marked at this time by Chaves, Ainao. They're going to hold on for the moment.
Val's also going with him, and Porte goes again.
Porter's gone now. Who can go? Ainau's going to give it a shot. He's caught Chaves. Chaves can't reply. Rafael Valls can't reply. This is deja vu. The only difference, Robbie, today he wears ochre.
Well, he went last year on the tack trying to get time back. Today he said attack is the best defence. He's on the steepest part of the climb through these bends. It's about to kick up one more time, and this time, well, and now hasn't been able to follow him for 1 metre. Richie Porte is on the loose.
Richie Porte is climbing up here, the first ever Australian to win the Pyrenees cycle race. He's now going to finally have his big day in the Santos Tour Down Under. He has been the king of this hill for the last 3 years. Today it is almost a lap of honour for him. He's shown the best bike riders, some of the best climbers in the world, how to climb the Willunga Hill. Tasmania will be out of their seats tonight.
Well, Phil, there's plenty of graffiti on this hill, the names of the riders, the big crown painted on the road, but this is a work of art by Richie Porte. He's got under the kilometre now, he's got the spray can out, and he started painting that big exclamation mark behind his win that he's going to get here in the Tour Down Under. Only disaster can stop him now, and now doing everything because he knows he can still move up on GC.
Sergio Ainau trying to climb out. Remember, he had bad luck. He had a double puncture on the road to Paracombe, and that cost him dearly as he was coming off Norton Summit. This man here, though, is going to lead this race by more than 30 seconds, but I think quite a lot more, in fact, because he will get a 10-second win bonus as well. Every time he looks over his shoulder, he's seeing the empty road now. Richie Porte can enjoy this, though you wouldn't think so looking at him just now. He must be feeling magical inside. The pursuit is on, but that's what it'll be all the way to the line.
And looking back behind Sergio now, well, Esteban Chaves, to conserve his podium place and try to move up to second place, he's got to stay in touch. Just 10 seconds the difference between Chaves and Ainau, so the podium place is being fought out, but the number one, head and shoulders, he's only a slight man. He's not that big Richie Porte, but he's head and shoulders above this entire field.
Richie Porte knows what it's like to lose this race by 2 seconds. In fact, he's lost it twice. As he now, they're rejoined here. Chaves has got up nicely behind Ainau. He's recovered, and this man Chaves is climbing to second place overall in the race today. Jay McCartney will be up into third place overall. They come through the crowd now, and he's almost trying to smile at the same time, I think. Richie, listen to the crowd bring him home. My goodness me. We've seen some atmosphere on this climb, but this is very, very special. The left turn into the line, the pain will end, a 10-second win bonus, a real-time gap. This man could be a minute ahead of the race by the time he crosses that line today. Tremendous. Richie Porte surely is going to give us the two-handed salute. Yes, he is. He is the champion of the Santos Tour Down Under elect. Tomorrow he will be crowned in Adelaide. A race for second place here as they come up to Nathan Haas is coming through. Don't know where he came from, but that's one heck of a ride by Nathan Haas. Chaves takes him on. That's a great ride by Nathan. Australia again, first and second, and Colombia across the line in third. Wow, Nathan Haas has shown great form all year since the championships. He got on the podium in the road race title. He was disappointed with third, and he's now come up this hill in second. There's the man of the moment.